Welcome to Fargo Talks Fargo, a podcast on the FX television series. How do you like them apples? Two dudes from Fargo talking about the TV show Fargo. I'm Bill, and boom, bango, bango. That's bada bing, bada boom. That's Charpie. What up, Charpie?
Hey now. What's up? Happy
how you doing today?
Sunday to you.
Yeah, likewise.
Great.
I feel good because we both got to watch the show at the same time. Well, not together because we're separated. You're in Denver. I'm in Fargo. But we got to watch the show at the same time. At
the same time. That's nice. We're not recording at
like
2 a.m. now.
I felt a little warmth in the world. And it turns out it was just you watching the show right beside me in spirit.
Yep.
I tried. No, they can't see my face, but I tried to keep that together for you. I want to see if you want to take a stab at this show title.
Oh my God, no. I don't even remember it now. I'm not even looking at it.
Raddoppiarlo. I think it's Raddoppiarlo.
Raddoppiarlo. Oh, do you want some cheese or Raddoppiarlo? No.
So you're saying you didn't prior to the show airing, you did not, in fact, look that up.
I did look it up, but
and what conclusion did you come to?
I found nothing with that spelling.
Oh, but you found Raddoppiare.
Yeah,
which was to double. Is that what you got?
I don't know. I don't know what
I should really try to figure out how to reach out to the Italian foreign exchange student from my sophomore year English class.
Yeah, that'd be really good of you to do.
It'd be totally... You know what? We'll cover that later. We'll cover if we said any of that right. If it is Raddoppiare, if it's a play off of that, we're talking about double or redouble something. And I was trying to decide why they named it that, but I think we'll probably cover that in the full breakdown.
Yeah, we don't have time for this. Is the Hotdish, ladies and gentlemen. And when I Googled it and I realized, okay, this is going to take some deep diving into, I was like, not a topic for the Hotdish. Not a Hotdish.
What we can tell you is that we still are fans of scalloped potatoes and ham.
I still have some. I have one
terrible pizza. Terrible pizza.
Serving of scalloped potatoes than I...
What? How has it lasted that long? I don't think you actually like it. I think you're a liar.
Well, we had a big standard size casserole dish, which is 2.8 quarts.
Yeah.
And we made that.
That's like 2 servings, dude. So. That's 2 servings. 2 servings for 2 people.
2 servings? This is like a 18-inch pan.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, I'm sorry. You're eating like West Coast person now, aren't you?
Dude, there's no more
big portions for you. Just beautiful mountain hikes. You're so much closer to moving to LI.
I mean, they were healthy portions, but they are smaller than they used to be. I don't have a gallbladder anymore, so I'll get the cheese sweats pretty quickly.
Real quick, I'm not sure what at level 1 alt meant. He said, "Oof, can't do any frozen pizza, guys." I don't know if he just meant he's ashamed of us eating it, or if he doesn't want us to talk about pizza again, or both. So we
screwed him over already by talking about food.
Just want to clarify. What's your let's play a fun game called what was your favorite thing tonight? Like if you had to go like, oh, that stuck with me. What was it? What stuck to the inside of your tummy like a 18-inch pan of scalloped potatoes and ham?
Well,
ooh, that's fun.
We should at least acknowledge that our prediction for the pie was totally wrong, and we were way off there.
Can we say we're at least a small percentage correct? That some chode should end up eating it. And I think Swanee kind of is. She doesn't want to take the grammar lessons. She's constantly pushing the envelope, and I just think that's karma. Farting in a coffin.
Okay. I guess in line with the karma, we were slightly correct, but neither of us predicted Swanee or Zelmar would eat the pie.
Just Swanee, though. No. Yeah.
Yeah.
But so what's your fave?
My favorite thing at the moment is my theory of Gaetano. This is a personal theory of mine that I'm gonna roll with for a little bit here, and that he is based off of Peg Leg Pete. Do you remember Peg Leg Pete from the Disney universe?
Yeah, I don't know if I'm feeling as enlightened as you are about Peg Leg Pete. Can you tell me a little bit more?
Well, he looks like Peg Leg Pete, so there's a start. He's also a villainous character, which Peg Leg Pete is, and his arch nemesis is Mickey Mouse, who quite possibly is Josto. It's perfect. It's a perfect theory. They match. Peg Leg Pete. Remember, his last appearances were probably on Goof Troop. He's Goofy's neighbor on Goof Troop.
I have to let you know that the character is just called Pete, but there are versions of it. There's Peg Leg Pete, Pistol Pete, and Black Pete. And Pete was introduced in February 15th of 1925. You've probably got some sort of DuckTales bullshit going on that you're going to talk about.
Pete is also known as Peg Leg Pete. Pistol Pete is Peg Leg Pete's daughter, I think.
Well, I'll wait for somebody to clarify that, but anyway, so tell me what you think's going on.
Come on, Peg Leg Pete and Mickey Mouse, Josto and Gaetano, it's perfect. I'm gonna keep making correlations.
I'm gonna accept it. I will take it all as a gift. I don't have the Mickey Mouse knowledge you have. That's all. No big deal. I'm sorry, man.
Okay,
I want you to...
Okay, so you were leading me down this path because clearly...
You weren't skipping school, Ferris Bueller. I'm just saying I don't know enough for this. So here's what I'll promise you. By the time we record tomorrow for the full episode, I will know more. I will watch some Peg Leg Pete, Mickey Mouse stuff for you, and then we'll pull this in. We'll give it a go, man. It's because I care about you.
Well, clearly you led me down this path because you have something you're itching to talk about your favorite thing of the night.
I can't. My favorite thing of the night so far is just childish. It was just Orietta snorting coke and giving him a handy.
Getting jobs and giving jobs.
I love the fact that it's completely true. He has no idea. She's so inconsequential to him. Like, he doesn't remember her twice now. He's like, what? Who are you? And she's like, thinking he's playing stalker, hard to get. And you're such a kidder, she says to him. But just his face when she starts singing, is that the Battle Hymn of the Republic that she's singing? I'm so bad at knowing the names of those songs. Anyway, my eyes have seen the glory of the coming. And she's just like working him, I assume. Although I'm a little worried about Josto.
In broad daylight.
She doesn't seem to be... but she doesn't seem to be making a lot of motion, which tells me she's not working with a lot either. You know what I mean? It's not like she's... Are
you taking a dig on Josto already? I'm
taking a dig. I'm guessing he's got a little ween. But either way, props. I just thought it was the...
Are you on Team Gaetano?
You know what? Actually, I'm not. I'm not on any of their teams. I don't think.
I think you're trying to find your team.
I'm on Team Ethelrita.
Oh,
so far.
Easy.
Yeah, well, you know what? It's a dark world right now, Charpie, and sometimes I just want a little bit of light. Is that okay?
Okay, so you are on Team Ethelrita, but if you were to get traded, what team would you get traded to?
Oh, we're back to the baseball trading thing.
Yeah.
If I had to get traded, who would I choose?
I don't think you get to choose. Maybe I have to choose. Okay,
well, I don't know. I can turn down any deal if we're doing baseball trades.
I don't know. Can you? Is that in your contract? Do you have first right of refusal?
I can stop playing baseball. I can be Bo Jackson and be like, forget it, Kansas City Royals. Ooh, tie together. And I can just go play football for the Raiders. That was a little fun tie-in. I guess if I had to guess, I currently want to be on Team Josto. I think I do. I like that he's a little fumbly and bumbly and isn't so bloodthirsty. He doesn't carry around a tin of people's teeth. Just not my kind of team.
You don't have a tin of people's teeth? I thought that's what we had to have.
No. I have one that's got some teeth. I got one with some just some guitar picks in one. I got some SD cards in another. When I was younger.
Oh, yeah, that's all the same bin for me.
Oh, you just mix that all up and you put your weed in there too?
Yeah, I mean, it's 2020.
Just put your weed in.
They would have had SD cards. Gaetano would have had SD cards with those teeth
with
in that
his
tin.
Yeah,
but they just weren't a thing yet. Only teeth were a thing at that point.
So I don't know. That was my kind of like my favorite scene. But in terms of there's some meat here. I'm definitely down with Doctor and the Italian, whose name escapes me. Sits down at the diner and he orders flapjacks, which I thought was definitely just a light toss back to Gear from the original Fargo because he wanted pancakes. Pancake's house. There was a lot. I caught a little bit of the fun stuff, I think, in the scene with Deffy, which we found out why he's called Deffy because he only hears what he wants.
Mm-hmm.
In the smack dab in the two shot where you could see them both at their chairs side inside profile, there was a bowling pin on the shelf with a bunch of trophies. The only other mystery for me that I'm going to file under the mystery cabinet is the other thing I wanted to ask you about was, we've had a few seasons. We've had aliens. We've had all sorts of other stuff. What did you make of what's going on with Debrell and this idea that the family's cursed? She gets kind of sucked into a trance when she's talking about followed him from Mississippi to Kansas City, and meanwhile, Dumb Swanee's just hammering that pie into her mouth, and she said, "My daddy had two shadows," and all that jazz. And then her spell was sort of broken when her husband shows up and, kind of says, "Hey, I'm in on the thing. I'm going to take him in a coffin." And I think the introduction, it's obviously religion is part of this moral character in the story. But now we've got a Mormon. We've got Orietta, who kind of has this self-righteous giver of all things, and talks about God. That been hitting you in any way?
Did what's his name? Dick Deffy Wickware? Is that his name? Something like that.
Yeah.
Did he say he was part of the Quorum of 70?
I think he was just making a big reference to the fact that Mormons have their own kind of history they've built past whatever. Sorry if you're a Mormon and we don't know enough yet. We'll look that up. Let's get to know those people. Sorry about not having caffeine, I guess. A lot of carrots. Yeah.
He's on a Steve Jobs diet. That's not going to work out well.
I do love, Timothy Oliphant. I'm going to keep saying that, but I like watching him, even if he's playing similar characters over and over. It's enjoyable to watch for me. Only other thing I thought, talking about God and all this was Deffy did have the comment of only God knows the truth. And I feel that was a pretty tight callback to the Pravda Nepravda from season 3.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I thought it was a fun episode. Kind of curious why it was longer. It's clear that FX is just kind of giving them the ability to do whatever they kind of want.
Yeah, it's like, we're getting delayed a few months. Let's see what we can do with... see if we can put a little bit extra into these first episodes.
I don't know, man. Let's... What do you think we should make sure we think about? So I'm going to go back and watch, because this is the hot dish. I'm going to go watch Peg Leg Pete.
Okay.
We're both going to learn about Mormons and tribes.
Yeah, I am interested more about this stuff you mentioned about Debrell. So I wasn't really floating in that direction, but now I'm kind of interested.
Yeah. I mean, there's...
Okay.
There was a mention of tornadoes, so... Tornadoes are there to remind.
Yep.
Doctor's kind of, that guy is given a lot of insight.
Yeah, there have been tornado references in all 3 episodes so far, so that is interesting. And Wizard of Oz stuff. Yes,
I say we break it down. Until then, go dig out your tin of teeth, whatever you got there. I'll watch some Peg Leg Pete, and all will be well.
What a delicious dish.
Yeah, enjoy.
All right. See you later.